So last year I joined the speech team, and I found out that I sucked. I mean, even Kelly told me I sucked. To be nice. You know, this is what a typical ballot would say. Rank 7 in a round of 5. Reason for decision. I love your tie. Hate you. And you know, after the round, I get comments from my other competitors. Like, that was interesting. Have you considered chess team? But this year I was gonna change all of that. And not with some ridiculous ritual like rehearsal. No, I was gonna win by using fancy forensics flash. I went to Men's Warehouse, and I liked the way I looked. I guaranteed it. I decided I was gonna shamelessly flattered every speech outing I met. Hey, baby. Nice. The A stand. I mean, I was gonna thank all my judges for judging. I pulled out all of the bells and whistles. No, literally. I brought bells and whistles. I mean, yeah, maybe they were rape whistles, but they were still whistles. I realized I still blew like a pan flute. I mean, yeah, I may have power waxed this turd, but it was still a piece of crap. I wasn't getting better. I was just peacocking. You know, peacocking. Strutting your stuff, showing off, being flashy. Okay, it's just awful because it's putting a strain on our pocketbooks and our personalities. You know that the Christian Science Monitor preaches in their August 14, 2012 issue that in the past 25 years, the amount of spending on luxury items has increased by 30%. And that 67% of people admit to making these purchases to keep up with the trend. We're spending this money on luxury items, and as a result, we're losing sight of who we really are. So, this needs to change. So first, we'll ruffle up our feathers and look at the peacocking problem. Second, we will squawk at the harms. Third, we will strut on over into the causes of this avian abomination. And fourth, and finally, maybe we can't fly, but we will get high on some solutions. Yeah. 4 points. My speech is bigger than yours. Yeah, I do have a peacock fetish. So what? I like feathers and fishnet stockings because I'm just that manly. So let's define peacocking and look at examples of the habitat these creatures exist in. You know that the November 14, 2012 New York Times defines peacocking as showing off with the intent to impress and gain attention. Now, the term itself comes from peacocks, who in nature shake their tail at But you know, this can be applied to life in general. And then you do it, and suddenly people have a problem. I mean, one underage peacocking club cougar, and suddenly you're getting thrown out of the ladies' restroom by a bulging bouncer named Boris. We peacock with, among other things, our clothes, our electronics, and our cars. April 2nd, 2012, Washington Post states that collectively, Americans spend $82 billion a year on clothing, but individually have less than $500 in their savings account. I mean, we're spending money so we can wear a name brand. When we buy a pair of $200 diesel jeans or $400 Oakley sunglasses, well, we don't have money for the things that count. Like the $13,000 Dolce & Gabbana embroidered blazers or the $1,200 lace-up moccasins. These things are priceless. Peacocking is also happening at family level. Weddings, birthday parties, pet parties, bar mitzvahs, my nephew's bris. I told you when to stop. People want to show off their feathers, okay? You know, when it comes time for this guy to get married, just ask me. You know, at my wedding, I want to ride a unicorn named Moses. And I want to be entertained by Sarah Palin wrestling a polar bear inside the stomach of a giant mutant panda. And we're serving Chipotle. I could go on forever with the ways we peacock, but these birds are carrying some hefty harms. This is bird flu. Dun dun dun. 2.0. July 7, 2012, CNN reports that this year, nearly 1 million consumers cannot afford the $500 fee to file bankruptcy. I mean, we're so broke that we can't even afford to be broke. No, that's not a joke. And not having adequate money results in money stress. May 7, 2012, New York Times comments that money stress is one of the top stressors in America. And it causes headaches, depression, muscle pain, and digestion problems. I mean, can you imagine trying to poop when all you can think about is your money going down the toilet? Pretty soon we won't know which to clench tighter. Budgets or butt cheeks. Furthermore, this perilous peacocking predicament is causing people to have problematic perceptions of who they really are. A January 2nd, 2013 Washington Post comments that we are hiding behind a facade of fancy, overpriced merchandise, and as a result, we're failing to show people our true selves. I mean, we buy status items to try to represent something we're not. Okay, for example, you might think you're Beyonce rocking it out at the Super Bowl, but you're really just a guy alone in his bedroom doing a Harlem Shake. After getting to know the source of this showmanship, let's strut on over into the causes. First, this can be attributed to a lack of financial competence. In April 2nd, 2012, New York Times comments that 54% of Americans are financially illiterate. Okay, so this includes lacking knowledge in financing, savings, and insurance, and so on. I guess that's why Bernie made off with all that money. His name is Madoff. But you know, highly overcompensation. A December 12th, 2012 Time magazine actually supports this with the fact that showing off, it isn't the same as showing confidence. We don't trust what's on the inside, so we compensate by flashiness on the outside. Okay, so you know a guy is compensating when he's got a pair of truck nuts dangling from the back of his Prius. He's gotta be unhappy with his mileage. Our consumer culture, it leads us to make these expensive purchases. A July 7th, 2012 Huffington Post huffs and puffs that 30% of our purchase decisions are based on other people's opinions. I mean, I spent $150 on a 3-month subscription to eHarmony, and not because I'm lonely or I like to wear feathers, but because my mom told me to. Look me up, ladies. My username is I'll try anything once, 30-30. After getting to know the source of this show-offsmanship and knocking our egos down a peg, let's take off these bird suits and find some seedless solutions. First, we need to stop spending from paycheck to paycheck. In August 29, 2012, Forbes comments that spending smart is better than saving dumb. If we look at every dime we spend, we're likely to find expenses that can be cut. That way we can have what we want without failing to afford what we need. Finally, I can get shit. No more lunch lady arms for this guy. Second, we need to do the right thing. On December 7th, 2012, Huffington Post posts that instead of following the media's trends, we need to set our own trends. The media is only powerful if we allow it to be. We said the same thing in my group therapy about my no-no thoughts. Finally, in order to carry yourself properly, you need to have true confidence. On December 17, 2012, Forbes magazine comments that true confidence means not worrying about what other people think. If it makes you happy, Just do it. Yeah, so don't worry about what other people think. Nice boobs. I'm not in their bed. This evening we looked at the problems, harms, causes, and solutions, and learned how, while peacocking is prevalent in our culture, there is a way to shed these feathers without losing our identity. You know, my last year of forensics wasn't all that bad. It taught me something important. It's not what's on the outside that counts, but what's on the inside. After all, it's not the suit that makes the man. It's the man that makes the suit.